share our post. The more you share, the more chances you have to win. We also want to give away some tickets to those who wouldn't otherwise get a chance to go. So you can go to memphisroofer.com or 5ash.com and send us a note why you or someone you know should get the tickets. And as always, 5Ash Roofing is fair, honest, and ethical. We're experts in all forms of roofing for both residential and commercial buildings. 5Ash Roofing, 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
5Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Upgrade your commute with Audible. Get 100% ad-free listening anytime, anywhere with the Audible app. Be inspired by Mel Robbins' Take Control of Your Life, Malcolm Gladwell's Talking to Strangers, and Rachel Hollis's Girl Stop Apologizing. Or listen to Stephen King's latest thriller, The Institute, on your commute. Use the app to hear an amazing story or learn something new, and let Audible give you the edge. Download the Audible app, start a free 30-day trial, and your first audiobook is on us.
Pop the top on your next party. 34 North Cocktails. Available in Memphis now. Great for football grove parties, around the hunting campfire, and when you get home, entertain friends. Pop a premium can of Barrel Thief. Tastes just like an old-fashioned Barrel Thief made with aged bourbon, bitters, a hint of orange, a touch of vanilla, 15% ABV. Then, for you vodka lovers, try Sneaky Pucker, a refreshing lemonade premium vodka cocktail, 12.5% ABV. Made with super premium vodka, lavender, simple syrup, and lemonade. Delicious and smooth. Let the party begin with 34 North Cocktails.
Step up your wings game at East Coast Wings and Grill. With 60 wing flavors and 7 heat indexes, do you have what it takes to turn the heat on your wings up to insanity? East Coast Wings and Grill is family friendly with a large variety menu to satisfy the whole bunch. Sign up today for their loyalty program and taste the rewards. For every $1 you spend, you collect a point. Earn 100 points and receive a $5 reward. Next to Lowe's off Highway 64 in Bartlett, come try America's best wings at East Coast Wings and Grill.
Got something you want to get off your chest?
Someone needs to tell him he has to grow up.
Join us on the First Bank phone lines at 360-8255 or the First Bank text line at 67129. Now back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
Kick it over here.
This hour is brought to you by MemphisFarmers.com. Endurance cover nationwide. We are farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
You're hot. You're hot.
What is up? What is up? Welcome back into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. I got to say thanks to my man Dan over at Hot Graphics. He just stopped in. Yeah, y'all know I'm out here at 2770 Top Gun. They're Top Gun because they are the best. They have the elite instructors. They are the only one that is fully automatic. And yes, you can come out here and you will just be, you'll get lost. If you come out and see me, though, you can sign up. You can get 3. I'm giving away at the end of my show 3 pair of tickets to Delane tomorrow. Oh, yeah. And a parking pass. So 3 pair of tickets, 3 parking passes. 3 people are going to be stoked. Head on out here to 2770 Whitten Road, right over here at Top Gun. They got Ferguson's Barbecue, and I'm telling you, if you have like if you're a couple and y'all love to shoot, get the Platinum. I'm telling you, their Platinum Edition is ridiculous. You can bring somebody every single time. That means your spouse or your child or whatever. You bring whoever you want. You can bring a friend. One day your wife can't come or whoever it is that normally comes. You can bring somebody else. They also have a membership. If it's just you and just you, maybe she ain't down with the gun. $29.95 a month. That is dirt cheap. That is less than $1 a day. Think about that. And plus, it's only $1 for new targets. This place is just awesome. I'm telling you, you're going to absolutely love it. Plus, you need to get legal. You need to get certified. They teach the classes here. They're only $75. It's 8 hours. Bing, bang, boom. You are done. You will love it. This place has you covered. And if you want to feel safe and at the right place, Top Gun, I can promise you, is for you. These people know everything that they're talking about. And shout out to my man Dan who came up here, signed up for some tickets. He's checking out some guns, and he said he's definitely getting a membership. Oh, and I see my man Will's walking up in here. I'm going to talk to him in just a minute, too. But now it is time to bring in the CA's beat writer, David Cobb. How is life treating you, David?
Going well, man. How are you?
Man, I'm doing pretty dead gum good. They actually let me out of the cage. They got my man Gabe. He's back at the.
I'm still in it.
Yeah, he's still back at the. He's still back at the crib doing his thing. Unfortunately, but me, I'm about in the world doing whatever it is that I'm supposed to be doing. But I will tell you, right now, all the crazy stuff that's going on. I literally was talking Gabe right before the break, and I can't believe tonight you're like. Are you in San Antonio, or you even care about that?
No, I'm not doing the preseason games.
I
I'll
didn't
be in
think
Miami
so.
on Wednesday.
Now, can you believe that it's really kicking off that quick? I mean, are you a little bit confused? Like, I can't even believe it's here.
I mean, it's crazy because they've only had 3 preseason games. Well, this will only be their 3rd preseason game against an NBA team. They had the 2 games against the international folks, but Ja didn't play on Wednesday at Oklahoma City, so he'll play tonight, but he's only played 1 game against NBA competition, so he'll go into that season opener at Miami, having played 2 preseason games against NBA teams. So it's not a huge sample size, not the biggest time to kind of learn, but it's here. I mean, I think will be a dress rehearsal tonight. You know, they're probably going to play a rotation that's going to look like something they'll play on Wednesday night.
Man, I think you're exactly 100% right. And my phone I left over there, Will. Sorry about that. No, but I have to ask you something very important. There was a tweet that you sent out, and there was a game that I missed, and I went back and watched and read your article, and you were talking about how, our new guys, that one game they finally went out there and got to play, like they looked like they were just balling that day. I mean, like you're like, whoa, the young Ja, this year's young Bucks, they look like they are owning it. But there is one little problem. Jaren's keep continuing to foul out, and it does seem like Ja is still learning how to score. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, Jaren's fouled out of the last 2 preseason games. I mean, he was pretty bad against Charlotte on Monday, and he was a little better on Wednesday at Oklahoma City, but he still fouled out. He still has some head scratchers. That's going to be an issue. Jaren's fouling out. They're pretty slim coming off the bench. I mean, there's a good chance that Ivan Rabb doesn't make this team. Bruno Caboclo is shaky at best with interior defense. I mean, they could be in serious trouble if Jaren's going to be so foul prone. And, it's something he dealt with last year, and it's something that does not appear to have really reined in yet. And so, to me, that's a big issue. You need him on the floor, not just for the sake of winning games this season. That's sort of a secondary goal. You need him on the floor for 30-plus minutes a night so he can really begin developing chemistry and cohesion and moving forward. When you are trying to win games, you can't have him fouling out. So, especially with Jonas kind of being a little gimpy here out of the gate, it's a big issue for the Grizzlies, and one that I think they'd feel a whole lot better if he could go out and play some more fundamentally sound defense tonight. We know he's a great rim protector. We know he's a plus defender, but there's a lot of times where he just needs to rely on his length and go straight up and be vertical when he challenges shots and not flailing around and hacking people and looking a little undisciplined at times like he has so far this preseason. That's an issue, man. That's something that he's got to get better on, and I think he will. But to me, that's one of the more glaring items that needs to be addressed out of this preseason.
Yeah, and then he's supposed to be, our superstar, and that's something that does have me a little bit scared and does get me a little bit nervous. But I will also say something else that has me nervous is, I kind of believe in karma. I kind of believe in things that are going on like in real life. And I believe in that thing, things happen in threes. I don't know if you know this, but Pat Mahomes, Thursday. Did you hear about Zion and Friday? And then we're playing tonight. Uh-oh, I am so superstitious. Don't play anybody of any importance. Let somebody else and another team have to deal with this issue.
Yeah, right. No, I hear you. That's like the doomsday scenario for this year's Grizzlies team. It's not being bad, it's the doomsday scenario.
Injuries.
Kind of assuming. Yeah, it is. Like, Ja, Jaren, Brandon, Jonas, you just hope those guys can all play 70-plus games because that would really make a difference in how they're able to develop this year. If one of those guys gets hurt, not only do you lose a season of development, I think you lose the interest of the fan because, I mean, the reason you're going to go to a Grizzlies game this year is not to see them, beat the Clippers or something like you might have 5 years ago. The reason you're going now is to get this glimpse into the future, and you're only going to get that if those guys are out there. So that's something that they've got to take seriously, and they already have, to be honest. I mean, they sat Ja and Brandon on Wednesday for no other reason than just to get them some rest.
How are you feeling about Brandon right now? I mean, I know that one game you were fired up about him. I was fired up, too. He looked like one of the best players on the court.
And it's not just here locally, it's around the league. You know, there was a GM survey that came out through NBA.com, I think it was yesterday, and Brandon Clark was number 2 on the player, you know, who they thought was the biggest steal where they were selected in the draft. So
for real?
A guy who falls 21st, yeah, I mean, you know, it was a lottery projection at one point last year. And, you know, the Grizzlies are really excited about him. And he wasn't great in the first 2 preseason games, but I think that was because he had a little bit of an ankle, just a very minor, like, twisted ankle or something that was really kind of inhibiting his insane hops. But then he came back with a vengeance on Monday, and, of course, he was the Summer League MVP. So I think he's got a bright future. There's a real chance that, you know, that he could be a part of that core. We talk about John Deere, Brandon Clark is not far behind in terms of being part of that, and you can tell that he's older. He's a guy that was in college for 4 years. He had a redshirt year when he transferred to Gonzaga, but he played 3 seasons, was in college for 4 years. He's 23, and he seems to be he acts his age on the court. You can tell that he's comfortable and that he's a little bit more mature physically than John Jaren.
Man, and aren't you kind of like, you know, we're talking about the young people. We were always this, you know, look, we wanted to, you know, pace and space has become so popular, and they were ground and pound. They were grit and grind. They were down low, slow it down. They were Mark, and they were Zebo, and they were TA, and they were, man, I love Mike. They were great, and you know, when we were doing Whoop That Trick and all that stuff in the FedEx Forum, that was awesome. I mean, like, the energy and those memories I will have forever, but I'm fired up, and it's not just because of Jaren or Clark or even Trey J. I just look, I mean, slow-mo's got me kind of even excited. But Tyus Jones, who's another young guy who has potential. Like, there's a lot of guys out there, you know, that potentially in a few years, like, I feel like this team, if they can somehow figure it out, if my man is really a good coach for real, and I know nobody knows him and he doesn't even have his, you can't even get him on Google yet. But yeah. But if he can really pull this thing together, like, are you as excited, or do you feel the excitement from the other fans? Because a lot of people are looking at it, and they're not even thinking about wins. They're not thinking about losses. They're thinking about when they see on the court, they want to see growth throughout the year. Do you think you're going to see that this year?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you look at rookie point guards. They historically are going to get a lot better as the year goes on. John's already an elite passer.
Yep.
Already was day one. His scoring is a work in progress. I'm about to post a story about it now, you know. But the thing is, they're not going to rein him in. They're not going to put him on a leash. They're not going to go Mike Conley's rookie year style and restrain him and think about training him early in year 2. You know, they are giving him an absolute green light, and that's why this is going to be so fun. I mean,
what do you think John and Tyus are going to be like working together?
Yeah, I mean, they tried it in the third quarter of the one of their games against the international teams. It didn't go very well. I don't know that they'll be able to play together on the floor, except for in rare circumstances when matchups allow. But I mean, they're a good 1-2 punch in terms of, you know, you bring Tyus in, and he's going to continue to run the offense very smoothly. He's a young vet, you know, so to speak, and he's a great mentor for Ja to have. You know, and they seem to be kind of embracing that role where Tyus is kind of, you know, the steady hand to Ja's sort of, you know, learning and youthfulness, and so it's a fun combo. It's like, you're not going to go to the arena and see Tyus Jones and be like, oh yeah, that guy's awesome, but you know, you're going to look at the box score that night or the next morning or whatever and say, yeah, wow, Tyus Jones turned in another, you know, 7 assists, 1 turnover night off the bench, and you're going to be able to see where that helps this team. You know, there's going to be nights where they're on the verge of coming unglued, and having a guy like that is going to help them from, you know, help that keep
this season. I hope everybody else is. I can't believe it's happening this quick. Last preseason game tonight. I must be like, what are we at, a time warp? And then they start off with the Heat. You'll be down there. I know you're going to love that, by the way. Man, weather's going to be beautiful, I'm sure. At least I pray for it. Anyway, David, make sure you read all of his stuff at the Commercial Appeal. But before I let you go, everybody also follow him at David W. Cobb on Twitter. DWC. I still got to do it. But my man, David, I got to ask you, because you were the beat writer for the Vols, are you surprised that man got off the building so fast and they somehow pulled it out of their keister and beat Mississippi State?
Man, I just felt bad for Mississippi State. Like, I like Mississippi State. Like, and I was like, man, I feel bad for you guys. Like,
I did too.
It's like, geez, that y'all are, man, like, that's just bad. I like Joe Moorhead. I want him to be successful because he's so different than the other SEC coaches.
Don't you think it's over now?
Man.
Like, once you lose to Tennessee, that's like, in my opinion, that's almost as bad as getting mush-champed.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes. Yeah, no, I mean, Tennessee comes back to reality this week against Alabama, though. So, here's what I'm rooting for, and what I think everybody in Memphis should be rooting for. If somehow, miraculously, after losing to Alabama this week, Tennessee can win 4 out of its last 5, which is highly unlikely, but somewhat possible given who they play, how about a Memphis versus Tennessee Liberty Bowl matchup?
Oh, now that would be out of control, man. Are you kidding me? State championship on the line? People be
It would be awesome.
Like, that would be out of control. David Cobb, you dropping knowledge all over the place. Check him out on Twitter at DWC. San Antonio tonight, then the real deal Holyfields are right around the corner against the Heat. The NBA season is getting ready to get going. They got the young guys. You got Clark and Ja and Trey J. I think DWC is going to have a great season. David, thanks for joining me. I will talk to you next week. We'll do it again, brother.
Sound good, man.
Thank you. That's my man David Cobb, Commercial Appeal. Make sure you follow him. And remember, I'm about to talk with my man Will. We're out here at Top Gun. Why do you want to come out to Top Gun? Well, we're giving away also not just like some stuff, but we're giving away passes to the Tiger Tulane game. Yep, and parking passes. All you got to do is fill out your name and information, slide it in the box. Also come in here and say what's up to me. I will give you a coupon entitling you for 30 minutes of free range time. Yep. And why do they call this Top Gun? Because there's only the elite, the number one, the best of the best instructors. They have classes to help get you certified. They also have a monthly special for less than $1 a day. You can come out here and shoot every single day. Think about that. Plus, I need to tell you, if you got a spouse that likes to shoot or a son or a daughter, get the platinum. You can bring them every single day as well. I'm telling you, people, Top Gun 2770 Whitten Road. Get on out here. I'm leaving. I got to go at 3 o'clock. You ain't got all day long. Head on out here right now. My man Dan Hyatt came out here. He's checking out a new gun. He's over there shooting some stuff. I appreciate him. Got my man Bill who came out here from I Buy Houses. You know that, 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill at I Buy Houses. You know what? I appreciate him always coming out here and supporting me. He's over there shooting some guns, having a good old time. But like I said, this place is fun for adults. And after you get around and get 30 minutes or an hour of shooting in, you get up a nice sweat, you're ready to go, your adrenaline's going, you're feeling kind of good, guess what you can do? Hop on into Ferguson's Barbecue and absolutely go crazy. I had their jumbo barbecue sandwich, turnip greens, some mac and cheese. Oh my goodness, I love the little skillets they turn, like it comes out in the barbecue sauce. Mwah, is out of control. Get on out here to Top Gun, check out Ferguson's Barbecue, and get out here before 3 o'clock so you can sign up to win tickets to Memphis and Tulane and get free parking tickets. I'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. We're talking with my man Will about shooting, safety, about all their classes and everything that is Top Gun. This is Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7 FM.
Listen online anywhere, anytime. That's sports56whbq.com.
Bartlett Small Engine has been serving quality power equipment since 1970. They have a full line of power equipment, parts, and services for most makes and models. Bartlett Small Engines has the best brands in the power tool industry: Honda mowers, trimmers, and generators, Steel blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws, Echo trimmers, blowers, and chainsaws, plus quality products from Red Mat and Shindawa. And they're all American made. Bartlett Small Engine is your can-do store. 6780 Summer Avenue. Call 901-386-9779.
Welcome back to Amazon Prime One-Day Delivery Trivia. Now to the next question. Susan and Tom just ordered a party-sized bag of candy, a piñata, and a karaoke machine for their kid's 8th birthday party, all using Amazon Prime One-Day Delivery. Assuming there are 10 rambunctious kids at the party, what else will she need to order in one day? Adam.
Aspirin?
Correct. Introducing one-day delivery from Amazon Prime. Order from millions of items. Tranquility delivered.
If you need glass replaced, there's only one name you need to know. Benswinger Glass, the largest full-service glass company in the U.S. They've been an industry leader for over 125 years. For all your residential, commercial, or auto glass needs, Benswinger Glass is the name you need to know. 24-hour emergency service for all commercial customers, plus a nationwide warranty on all professionally installed glass. Visit Benswinger Glass in Midtown, located at 340 South Hollywood, across from the Liberty Bowl. Visit their website, benswingerglass.com. Benswinger Glass.
Sundays and Mondays are special at the Butcher Shop, celebrating over 35 years of serving the Mid-South by giving a big thank you to you, their loyal customers. You can come in, relax, watch your favorite games, and enjoy hand-cut steaks along with a premium bar. Sunday and Monday nights from 5 until 8:30, you can get select entrees for $25. That includes a salad, baked potato, and bread, and you don't have to pick one, you get all three. Some of those entrees are 10-ounce New York strip steak, slow-roasted prime rib, Atlantic salmon with dill sauce, marinated grilled chicken breast, grilled boneless pork chops, and crab stuffed shrimp. Plus, all appetizers and desserts are 20% off. Don't forget, Hamburger Friday every Friday from 11 to 2. It's the best. The Butcher Shop, always a Memphis tradition. Call 901-757-4244, 901-757-4244 for more information, or just stop in at 107 South Germantown Parkway in Cordova.
Now back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
Kick it over here.
This hour is brought to you by MemphisFarmers.com. Insurance coverage backed by a local agent and a brand trusted nationwide. We are farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
I'm your pusher man. I'm your pusher man.
You're hot.
What is up? What is up? Welcome back into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. I'm so fired up to tell you I'm sitting here at Top Gun at 2770 Whitten Road. And guess what? Top Gun is not just, it's not where Maverick and Goose hang out, okay? That would kind of be kind of cool, though. Not really, because I heard it's like Tom's kind of a, yeah, it didn't end well at all, did it?
Not for Goose.
Yeah, it was sad. But I will tell you something. Out at Top Gun, you're hearing Will Dugan. The reason I'm having him on is because he is an expert. Now, I was kind of talking with him. I was very surprised. I was young enough back in the day that John Shaw was the man that taught me how to shoot. John Shaw is a very, very,
he's a remarkable name in our industry, and we happen to be fortunate enough that Mid-South, his school, is just down the road from here. Mm-hmm. Now, John doesn't do a whole lot anymore. He's
retired. He's old. I know John.
But he is a remarkable
friends with Leanne, his daughter.
He is a remarkable talent, not only as an instructor but as a shooter. John was world class.
He really was.
In fact, I've got some books of his back in my office.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Well, I will tell you, John he has aged. So I'm over here at Top Gun where it is 100% perfect. My man UTJ is part of it. Will Dugan teaches the class, and the classrooms literally are only $75 a class. Think about this. You get a class, you get certified, and trust me, you want to be legal. And once you get legal, you can get that membership for $29.95. But why do you want Will Dugan to teach you? Well, one, because do you want to feel safe? Do you want to understand the gun? Do you want to actually know how to shoot? Do you want to actually learn techniques? Well, if you want all that, you want to come to the best, and you want to come to Top Gun. And explain them why that's so important, Will.
Well, you can get a permit from a whole bunch of places, but most of those guys have remarkably little training, remarkably little experience. You can become an NRA certified instructor. Your dog could do that, quite, and
basically pay the fees. And
that's right. The requirements are so low. However, our guys here, the team that we've assembled here, we have about 15 or 20 of the very finest instructors, not just in Memphis, but in the Mid-South. For instance, when they have the very large Southern tactical conferences, these are the guys that run it. These are the guys that absolutely show up and make the magic happen. Last year was in New Orleans. The year before that was in Little Rock. Next year it's in Dallas. And these guys are heart and soul dedicated to the craft of not only shooting, but dedicated to the craft to become the very finest instructors available, and they pour everything they've got into it.
Now, this is something like you said, I'm not going to be able to get it out of you, but I want to get it out of you. I know you don't want to talk about yourself, but explain to the people why it is that, try not to be modest. Be for just a moment a little bit arrogant and a little egotistical.
Okay,
let me put this in you. I got plenty of ego egotism and arrogance here.
All right.
But tell them why you're such a good instructor and why it is that you can literally hit a business card from practically across a room or basically fly off a horse's butt.
Well, sure. So marksmanship's important, and you need an instructor who can actually perform on demand.
Mm-hmm.
I did it the other night. In fact, I shot a fly out on the range for a fella. So yes, the ability to
I know they told me
actually to have the ability to do it is one thing, but there are lots of great shooters out there. The ability then to communicate how to do that to other students
is your gift.
Is an art form.
So you like teaching?
Absolutely, I love every inch and every ounce. In fact, I don't just like teaching. I like teaching other people how to teach.
Wow!
I enjoy the idea of making you a better instructor. And that's what we're all about here, is becoming better teachers, better students, and I am the perpetual student. If you look at my wall,
they also say the man of safety.
Absolutely. So there are a lot of ranges around, and you can just go in the backyard and shoot. One of the knocks on ranges is you hear, I didn't feel safe when I was there. The gun handling by the general public, the gun handling by even the instructors. I had an instructor once in a town not too far from here point a gun at my face. Just simply go,
whoa,
that's a nice gun. He pointed it right at my nose, and I, of course, removed it from his person quickly. My point is, we have created here at Top Gun an elite range with the very best instructors. And, oh, by the way, we want every man, woman, and child who walks in our door not just to feel safe, but to be safe.
Oh, man, and that is the key. Everybody wants to be safe. Everybody wants to feel safe. The other thing is everybody wants to feel safe in their home. Mm-hmm. I know that I'm going to tell you right now, very simple. Me, my whole family, we're all gun owners. I never forgot my girlfriend, Honey, when I first started dating her. She was very, very, very scared of the gun. Mm-hmm. Before she took a class and got actually comfortable around it, now she's fine. But also until somebody broke in, then she understood why it is that you have something like that. Again, I'm not walking around, don't have it underneath my thing. I ain't going anywhere or whatever. But I love to shoot a weapon, and I don't get to go shoot automatic weapons very often. I don't have an automatic weapon.
It's a very rare thing.
It is something, the only time I got to do it was down in Mississippi at Walls when I was at John Shaw's range with a bunch of the Navy SEALs back in the day. But this is what's so cool also about Top Gun is because you'd have to go all the way to Nashville, I believe.
Probably. I think there's one range that has them. There's one in Houston. There's one in Las Vegas. But it's a pretty rare thing.
It's a very rare thing, but y'all have fully automatic where you can get fully automatic and you can go out there and test drive and feel what it's like to just shoot a fully automatic weapon. And, again, I laughed so hard when I saw that guy walk out after it's the first time he's ever shot fully automatic. I was like, so how was it for you? And he goes, best thing I've done with my clothes on this year.
Right.
And so we do that's what I'm talking about.
We get a lot of birthday parties, a lot of bachelor parties. It's a great way to spend a good, fun night. No one's going to get in trouble. No one's going to get hurt. No one has any explaining to do the next day before the wedding. It's all done. It's all good. And you don't have to worry about somebody getting stupid on their wedding night. It's a great thing to do.
Speaking of also another great thing to do, Ferguson's Barbecue.
Yep.
If I didn't mention this, I would feel remiss. I was fortunate enough to eat there today. Holy cow. Everybody talks about their hamburgers. Everybody talks about the barbecue. Everybody talks about this. Everybody has a different favorite I found out in here because everything on the menu is out of control. Now, I had the barbecue. I'm one of those people that once I have something that is great, it's hard to go back, and I love a nice, good, sweet sauce. That is so sweet. I love the coleslaw, and then the little bitty little trays that you have.
Little cast iron
skillets. Those skillets with the turnip greens.
And it keeps them warm.
I love it.
They don't get cold while you're eating other stuff.
Oh, man, it's so
awesome.
awesome.
I've eaten here probably 6 days a week since we opened.
Probably actually
I had to go to the salad, though.
I'm telling you, come into Top Gun, come to Ferguson's Barbecue, and remember the most important things here is safety, fun, and also price. It's not just fair, it's ridiculously fair. I know my buddy UTJ and all their instructors are the best in the business, and they also care about the people in this community. You can get a monthly membership for $1 a month. Less than $1 a month.
$1 a day.
I mean, $1 a day, sorry. I mean, think about that. $1 a day, $29.95 a month. That means you come out here every single day. You can rock and fire and hang out and do your thing. Plus, the key here is if your significant other maybe a child or somebody that you're close to, you want to get to bring somebody, the Platinum is $49 per month. This is unlimited shooting all month, unlimited full auto rental, unlimited gun rental, unlimited guest pass, 1 per visit, and reserved range time, 1 free range target per visit. I'm telling you, let's go Platinum, let's go Gold, but whatever we do it, let's do it at Top Gun, 2770 Whitten Road. Come out and see me. Don't forget, not only do you get to see all the wonderful weapons, do you get to see the unbelievable barbecue and check out this beautiful room. You can maybe sign up for a class, which again is only $75, and my man Will Dugan will be teaching you, and he loves to teach. He loves to see you get better. And by the way, if you want to get better at shooting, I can't think of anybody who's a better instructor. Eli Savoy, who couldn't shoot anything, he's actually back there shooting much better because Will Dugan has been working with him. So head on out here, 2770 Whitten Road, and don't forget, we're not only just going to give away 30 minutes of free range time, we're also giving away 3 tickets to Tigers and Tulane and 3 parking passes. Just come out, say what's up, fill it out. I'll pull those laters, and I'll give you the free range time. Just got to get over here to Top Gun before 3 o'clock. That's 2770 Whitten Road. Oh, buddy, let's have some fun. I'll see y'all at Top Gun. Now, I'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Lee Sterling, we're doing picks. So whatever you do, don't touch that dial. Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7 FM.
They're doing it again at Family Leisure. This time it's a factory direct pool table. Oh, and some more of the spas on sale. Free installation on all in-stock pool tables. Free play-in package. Free choice of felt. Pool tables as low, listen, $12.99. Additional discounts on all those in-stock spas. Plenty in stock ready to ship. 20, 30, maybe even 40% off spa accessories. And swim spas starting at $9,999. Get to I-40 and Whitten Road. There's always something good at Family Leisure.
You'll see the dedication in every single step. You'll see it in the smiles when smiles are hard to get. You'll see it in the little things that add up to success. The caring and passion are the things that we love best.
Wolf Chase Limb Brace is your Mid-South provider for orthotics and prosthetics. They are an ABC accredited facility, and their practitioners are ABC certified. At Wolf Chase Limb Brace, their services include artificial limbs, legs and arms, braces of all kinds, and custom molded inserts. You can call them today at 901-507-7821 for their location on Highway 64 in between Germantown Parkway and Appling Road, or visit them at their new location in Jackson, Tennessee. That number is 731-660-5900, or visit them on the web at wolfchaselemembrace.com.
Farmers Insurance knows that there's a not-so-subtle difference between the sound of a car hitting your rear bumper and the sound of a clown car hitting your rear bumper.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Sorry about that!
We call that a 3-ring fender bender, and we covered it. Talk to a farmer's agent.
They know a thing or two because they've seen a thing or two.
Call Chad Gatlin at 901-235-1176 or get a fast quote at memphisfarmers.com.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
You have to be up in 5 hours. 2 hours. 6 minutes, and you haven't slept a wink. ZzzQuil Pure Z's is a drug-free blend of botanicals with an optimal dose of melatonin, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake with no next-day grogginess. So tonight, try new ZzzQuil Pure Z's from the sleep experts at Vicks ZzzQuil.
Upgrade your commute with Audible. Get 100% ad-free listening anytime, anywhere with the Audible app. Be inspired by Mel Robbins' Take Control of Your Life, Malcolm Gladwell's Talking to Strangers, and Rachel Hollis's Girl Stop Apologizing. Or listen to Stephen King's latest thriller, The Institute, on your commute. Use the app to hear an amazing story or learn something new, and let Audible day trial, and your first audiobook is on us.
This is Jason Mott for our 8th annual Jason Mott Foundation Doors open at 6. For tickets and more information, click the events tab at jasonmottfoundation.org. Looking forward to seeing you out there at Strikeout Cancer.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, WIVG-FM Tunica Memphis, and WPG-FLP Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations. It's Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. This hour is brought to you by your CBD store, your one-stop for all your natural, organic, and non-GMO CBD products, where good health hits home.
Get out right here. Ladies and gentlemen, and now?
Now, the only man to ever win the World Series of Poker with a Scrabble board, Johnny Harden.
You're hot. What is up? What is up? Welcome back into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. Y'all know who I am, your sports mixologist, John Harden. Now, you have heard I've been brought to you by your CBD store. Now, I got to tell y'all, for all you people out there who are wondering about CBD, a great book is The ABCs of CBD by Shira Adler. Check it out. You will absolutely love it. I will tell you, I've done all the research. I think the best are SunMed. You just trust me. If you want something healthy, if you want something safe, you want something pure, SunMed is the best. And make sure you always ask for their lab results, et cetera, et cetera. If they don't provide lab results, don't buy it, okay? Just say no, just like it was a drug. Say no. But I will tell you, it was funny a minute ago because I have my SunMed vape pen because vaping is now like a big thing around here. Now, of course, if you're vaping THC, it's illegal. If you're vaping CBD, it is very legal. If you're vaping nicotine, it's legal. But nicotine is like Brolo's the biggest cloud you've ever seen. Those things look like they're hitting hardcore. But I was doing my little Blueberry, Arkansas CBD disposable cartridge, and the dude came up to me. He's like, "Dude, you can't vape in here." And I was like, "Dude, CBD?" He's like, "Oh, it's just CBD." He's like, "Never mind, I was going to ask you to come out back and meet me." Sorry, I hope you're not busted, dude. Anyway, I'm kidding about that part. CBD, I'm dead serious. It is a lifesaver. It's changed my life. The endocrine system in our body, it's very, very, it's a unique system we're learning a lot about. And CBD and CBG and all the things that it does to the endocrine system, it regulates your body. It helps you get biology, like you physically sound. It'll make you better in so many ways. Check it out, your CBD store, Cordova, Poplar, and South Haven. Now, it is time for me to talk to Lee Sterling. He's the best in the business. If you want to talk football, what do? You talk to Lee Sterling of Paramount Sports. Lee, how is life? Is my man Lee there? Buddy? Oh, Lee, how is life? Good. It's good to hear from you, man. I'm so fired up. By the way,
I'm feeling a lot
5-0 last week.
People in Kansas City right now.
Oh, dude. By the way, I'm sorry. Me and my super pal, and my super pal is actually probably right. He's a better athlete than me anyway. Knows a lot more about the game. But I do always say you pay a quarterback to throw, you pay running backs to run. Why would you sneak him with a hurt leg? Don't have him pushing.
That was the freakiest injury I've ever seen.
It was freaky, but it was just pointless too. He's your franchise quarterback. He's like the only thing that's going to help you make it.
I disagree with you here. Tom Brady sneaks the ball more than almost any quarterback.
That is true.
I think he averages like 4 yards a carry sneaking the ball, it seems like.
Yeah, he probably does. And I don't even like it when he does it. I don't know, man. I'm wrong. That's all right. I can be wrong most of the time. I'm just glad Game 8 beat me up.
We don't disagree too often. On this case, I think it was like a fluke. It's like walking across the room and you tear up your knee.
See, I disagreed with him too. I said he's gotten hurt from in the pocket passing lately. So it's sort of could happen in any situation.
I think it was going to happen one way or the other with that leaky offensive line until he gets his two starters back. But it looks like it's not going to be too bad. Here's the problem: I'm getting calls and texts from. So I'm in a league and I do have Mahomes. I've never seen more people freak out in fantasy football. There's no one that's working today.
Sorry.
Because at least 15% of the country right now is trying to decide who their backup's going to be for next week in fantasy football with Mahomes out.
That is so funny and so true. But, man, oh, my God, I could talk NFL with you all day. We're going to talk a little Tennessee and Chargers. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm interested to hear what you got to say about that game because from where I'm sitting and where I'm standing, I've been talking to the people all week, Lee, and I'm in love with one side, and people are either going to be like, Johnny, you are a crack smoker, and I knew it, or they're going to be like, look, Johnny is a pretty little smart man. Huh, we never knew it. But Alabama's playing Tennessee. It is basically, I don't know how Tennessee beat Mississippi State. I don't know how that guy got off the roof. I don't know what's going on, but I know Alabama's better at every dead gun position. How does Alabama do they cover the 34.5, though? Because that's 7 touchdowns, Holmes.
It's a lot. And 5 touchdowns you got to win by. Not missing the extra points, but here's the problem for Tennessee. They have a freshman quarterback. Reading defenses. The problem with Alabama with a true freshman quarterback, and you hear it so often. They say they thought they saw one defense, and they got a completely different defense. Not used to reading enough defenses and having that experience. So that's the biggest problem. The Vols also 9-18 the last 27 on the road in the SEC. Nick usually batters his former assistants around pretty good. Give me Bama. Roll Tide.
Does Tennessee get? I was going to say that's what I was wondering. Do they get a point? So you say they're going to get 17.
Yeah, they'll get 10 to 17 points. Alabama's defense isn't great this year.
No, it's that offense. Yeah, it's a very weird
look what a couple teams have done to them. I mean,
hey, Ole Miss
ran up and down the field.
I mean, I was about to say Ole Miss was running up and down the field when I was freaking out. Now this is the one
Texas A&M, which his offense has not been good this year. They did a lot on them too.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. And man, don't even get me to story about Texas A&M. I can't. Oh, now LSU though. This is my guy. I feel like I'm so proud because I think Joe Brady has changed that. I think Joe Burrow is the real deal. Holyfield. I think they absolutely smoked Mississippi State, but I did not realize that they were going to put the line at 18, and I'm like, oh, damn, now it's 18.5. So does LSU cover a line that big, 18.5, after Mississippi State just lost to Tennessee?
Here's the problem for Mississippi State. Get inside on the quarterback. No, they're not good. I mean, look at their offense. Their offense from last year. They're rotating quarterbacks, Tommy Stevens and Garrett Schrader. You can't decide, Joe Moorhead, on which one to play. Playing musical quarterbacks isn't good for the team. And they're not getting any production. 8 touchdowns, just 6 interceptions. It's not like they're performing at a high level. Their defense faced one decent offense. They gave up 56 points to Auburn. And they even gave up 6.1 yards per play to Tennessee. Can you imagine what Joe Burrow is going to do to this team? 25 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. But here's the most incredible stat. He's completing a mind-numbing, I can't remember ever the middle of the season seeing a quarterback this high, a mind-numbing 80% of his passes. Never seen that before. And we're not talking about he's dinking and dunking like, the Southern Miss offense. LSU wins big, 45-21.
45-21 LSU, and I will say I think we're going to love watching Joe in New York because he's heading that way. I think he's going to have 5 touchdown passes and go absolutely bananas. They just love it. They love him. They love him, by the way, too. Now, Memphis and Tulane, right now, everybody and their grandmother is freaking out. We lost, and that's me saying we because I teach at Memphis. I cry at Memphis. I want Memphis to win. Gabe played at Memphis more times than almost anybody. This is a Memphis show, and Memphis failed last week, and now they're a 6-point favorite over Tulane, who I'm going to tell you right now, Tulane, my goodness, man, they got a quarterback that can play. I'm a little bit nervous. What do you think?
Well, here's the problem. They have not been able to navigate through the red zone. I mean, 101 out of 130 teams on offense and 109 out of 130 teams on defense. I think that they're going to go more towards the mean. I think they're going to finish in the middle of the pack or closer to it in both categories. Now, Tulane's offensive coordinator was at Memphis last year. That is an advantage. But the defense on the road, Tulane's defense, versus a team that is loaded at the skill positions, that's where I think that's going to give Tulane some problems here. Memphis' offense is balanced, 200 rushing yards, 266 through the air, and they're on a 10-1 against the spread run at home. I'm going to ride it here. I like Memphis here.
Whoa!
Last week, Memphis had problems, but this year they get it done this weekend, 36-28 over Tulane.
Bounce back Memphis style. I like it. I like it. I like it. Now, let's talk a little NFL action. You ready for it? And by the way, just so I tell everybody, this is Paramount Sports. Lee Sterling, you better know who it is. I hope they do by now. Every Friday we talk to him, and we always get the wins. Last week, though, if you were listening, he went 5-0, so you should have taken his picks. Now, Chicago, New Orleans, Shy, -3. This one, Mitch is not very good. I mean, Teddy Bridgewater's is Teddy covers. Who's going to get the cover, though, in this one?
This is a strange setup. If this game was being played in New Orleans, I'm going to lay the 3, but it's in Chicago, where Chicago's fared really well. 17-6-1 against the spread the last 24 home games. I like the setup. They lost 2 weeks ago, been stewing for 2 weeks after they lost 24-1 to the Raiders in London. And how have they won 4 straight? What they've done is their defensive ends are blowing up the offensive lines and blowing up the pocket. They did a number on the Jacksonville, both offensive tackles. Chicago's are a little bit better, and Jacksonville kept running these routes down the field. The way to beat New Orleans or have a chance to move and score more is because they play man-for-man coverage on the outside and usually in the slot more than almost any team in the NFL. You got to run crossing routes. You got to run these guys off, and Chicago does that a lot. Low-scoring game, but Chicago wins and covers 20-13. Yeah.
Wowzers. You know that you got a lot of, there's a lot of Bears fans around here, especially our buddy Dave with Lotion. He's fired up to hear some things like that. But, man, I can't even believe it, man. I can't wait to see this weekend. Now, the game I've been waiting to ask you all week about, Tennessee Titans and the Chargers. I have a good feeling. I'm just wondering if you're feeling the same way I am.
Are you buying into the Tannehill change of quarterback?
Yeah, I am, man. I think Tennessee needs it. I think Tennessee needs anything.
I do too, but here's the problem. Ryan Tannehill is fool's gold. He looks good for a while, but for some reason, because maybe he didn't play quarterback growing up as a kid,
wide receiver,
he has no pocket presence at all. I mean, it's scary. Sometimes he drops back, and there's guys. And it's like he's just sitting there, he's just taking his good old time, not protecting the ball. I just think that, it is a good move. The problem here is their lack of offense. It hasn't come from losing the ball. They turn the ball over just 3 times all season. It's occurred because they got to push the ball down the field.
They got also rid of that loser kicker.
Oh, they did get rid of the kicker. That cost me one game, but
yeah,
I had
me
him that
too.
game.
Oh man, I was so annoyed at that kicker, dude. Oh, Santos, that loser. I don't know. So this is a Chargers game. So you're saying all Tennessee fans basically Mariota's the guy and Tannehill is just full
I don't know.
gold.
I don't know if either's the guy, but
neither's really the guy. That's the truth. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Coming back, and Melvin Gordon, he's going to get a lot of touches because he basically said you can't give me.
Oh man, I think
balance.
There we go. You're back, Lee.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. Yes, he's back.
And they're one of the best teams. How about this? They've covered 8 of the last 10 away from.
And you know what, man? You're going to listen to me.
721.
I'm going to get this going real quick. Lee, let's get those numbers out real quick before I lose this because I hate when I'm on the road doing things and things start getting a little bit crazy. Tell everybody how they can get in touch with you.
Game of the first 10 callers, 800-400-9741. And how about this?
800-400-9741, Paramount Sports. Lee Sterling is the man, the myth, the living legend. I'm going to tell you right now, all you have to do is call 800-400-9741 right now. Lee's got you covered. Trust me, Paramount Sports. They got videos. They got everything. Maybe you just want to check out. You're fishing right now. Just go to ParamountSports.com right now. Check it out. When you see that number and you make that decision, call 800-400-9741. My man's going to knock it out of the park for you. He will also be back next Friday at 2 o'clock as he joins me every single Friday. He is Lee Sterling, Paramount Sports, 800-400-9741. And again, last week he was rocking it. If you were listening in the picks last week, he just went a little 5-0 in the ones he gave us. So keep calling, keep checking Lee Sterling. Now, it's time for me to give you a few plays of the day. And I'm going to have to tell you about my very good friend, Gabe Kuhn, and everybody knows him. I'm going to bring him in. He is not just a normal, I wouldn't call him an ordinary producer by any means. I would call him an extraordinary, out-of-control producer because this man played the game. He knows college football like the back of his hand, and it's not like he played the game back in the old days. This is not an old school man. This is not an old man. He's a very bright and young, intelligent man who
this intro is just
you like it, yeah.
Golly.
Well, you know what I'm saying is a lot of people when and I hate to say this, I don't want to like try to be rude, and I know that it sounds bad what I'm saying, but I come from an older school, Gabe. I am a older school man, and honestly, this new football that y'all are playing, the rules, everything about it, I have to feel like I defer to you because I have to say you lived it. You were in it. You know it. And just watching James and listening to James and, Coach Shabazz and just seeing how, going out there and watching Silverfield with the linemen.
It's a different day, man.
It is a different day. But that's the thing is, it might be a different day, but it's a better day. It's a good day.
They took necessary steps, I think, to preserve the game. I mean, at the rate we were going with it, with the type of coaching that was being received and the head injuries, it was not a game that was thinking about long-term problems.
It was not. And the other thing is I wanted you to think about this. We used to fight lions and stuff in a Coliseum, and then we went to the National Football League, and now we're still playing football, but we're not just hitting all day long, and if this guy knocks himself out, we're not just dragging him off the court and throwing him over in the corner and just forgetting about him. We're actually doing our business. You know what I'm saying?
We have full teams that don't do anything but pass protect nowadays. They don't get physical. That's just how some teams are nowadays. It's a completely different day. And some of the stories you hear of older footballers, like you tell me plenty of, just not necessarily horror stories, but at times it's sort of it is kind of horror stories. It just
like y'all don't
the
know
way
what
you were
Mortal
treated.
Kombat is, do y'all?
Oh, of course we know what Mortal Kombat is.
Did y'all ever have Mortal Kombat? Your coaches would just
there's a brand new Mortal Kombat not brand new, but it's 4 years old.
So y'all actually do that? I didn't know y'all actually did
Mortal Kombat is not just a one generational thing.
So y'all just start wailing on whoever's next to you, it just no holds barred, just punch people in the face.
What?
Yeah, that's what Mortal Kombat is.
Yeah,
I thought y'all quit doing that. Oh, y'all still do it. See, no,
you're talking about the video game, right?
No, I'm talking about you're at practice, you mess up.
Okay, that's not Mortal Kombat.
Oh, I know. See, that's what Mortal Kombat.
I'm talking about the video game.
Oh, I've never played the video game. I'm talking about the way they would say it, and you would hear a whistle, and you would hear them scream Mortal Kombat, and man, your head better be on a swivel, buddy, because it was coming from anywhere.
Oh shoot! No. That's something I am not familiar with. I'll tell you that much.
100
y'all used to get in straight up brawls.
Yeah, just straight up in the middle of practice when we got.
I mean that happens, but we didn't call it Mortal Kombat.
Oh, that's what the coach would call it, and it was. And then he would also do it, and then he would blow the whistle when he'd get mad when somebody would start bleeding too much. Oh, it's funny. Wait.
So is Mortal Kombat similar to Bull in the Ring? Is that what you're talking about?
No. We would literally be.
Just a brawl, like a bare-fisted brawl.
Like if you're on the sidelines, you're fighting on the sidelines. If you're on the field, you're fighting on the field. Like where you are at that time, he's ticked, and you're doing Mortal Kombat.
Oh, God, yeah, I'm glad it's a different day. I'm glad, John. I'm glad we're out of those days, man.
But that's the thing is that's why I used to say, and people thought I was crazy, man. That's why I think when you heard Brett Favre, when you hear players say that they wouldn't let their kid play football, that's why I don't think they haven't seen the new football. And that's the other thing. There's a lot of kids I was talking to just the other day who haven't been out there and seen the new football, and I was talking to them at the University of Memphis, and he's like, I never played football. And I said, why didn't you play football? I'm like, son, you're a hoss. He's like, dude, I enjoy life. He's like, I don't want to go out there and get my brains beat out. And then I'm like, okay, I kind of understand that. But you go out there and you see today, yes, it is physical. It is violent. The game is a violent game. But there's also so many lessons that you learn, and there's camaraderie. And the game is, let's just be real, it's the greatest game in the world. I mean, if you play it, it's the greatest game in the world. I love it more than anything. And I'm telling you, people like Coach Thomas, Shabazz, people like Coach Hodem, people like Ryan Silverfield, people that have changed with the game have literally, and they don't even realize it, they saved it by being willing to listen and actually being able to see, unfortunately, a lot of people say, oh, it's a wussification of America. No, they're seeing people as individuals, and they're not just saying, hey, the only goal is to win here. I got 153 kids. Anytime they get hurt, I'll just throw one kid out and throw in another kid. You can't even do that because, we were talking about some kids only, some teams only had 40. Houston,
John,
who's huge, only have 90.
I don't know if you've been able to catch any of the HBO 247 college football sort of episodes with Penn State, with Florida,
I have unfortunately
with
missed
Arizona
those, no.
State, but the last night's episode with Arizona State and Herm Edwards, what he has done, think about this. This is an old school football coach, right?
I heard Eli talking about this.
He's an old school football coach, but what he's done to sort of revolutionize his style and what he's done with his players, he's got former NFL guys, and he's sort of got the Penny Hardaway recruiting pitch of, you know what, if you want to make it to the pros, we have the blueprint. Just come here and we'll show you how to do it. But obviously, he's a guy that has been around the game for years and has found a way to evolve. And that's something that you're sort of referring to right now. And I think that's something that people should definitely give a watch if they want to see something like that.
And again, I'm going to tell you, you're going to laugh when I say this. Probably people, Gabe, I think, probably laughed at me. It was hard for me to go watch them practice. At first. It's a lot easier now. And you know why? And this is sad because we're human beings and you can't help it. We have emotions. A lot of it, jealousy. Straight up jealousy. Do I love my coaches? Absolutely. Do I love my experience? Absolutely.
But you wish they would have taken better care of you.
That's what I was
going
to say. Like my neck.
You
and my
get
back
water breaks. You don't. There ain't no water breaks.
Dude,
there's a situation. You get water whenever you want. You have You get to cool down during your breaks. They have literally meat lockers out there.
There were
that
two
they can go sit in during
practice.
breaks.
There were two doctors at the practice. Like that's another thing I couldn't believe. Like they have also a trainer. They have a trainer and two doctors like at their practice. I'm like, wow. You know what I mean? Like they actually are showing that they care about the kids. And boy, you can see it. It's like reciprocal because the kids care about them.
And it's crazy how you just put that.
Better.
It literally, you said it seems like they care about the kids, which is something that, like, damn. Like, I never even had to deal with that. I was brought up in a time where coaches took care of what they needed to take care of. There wasn't as much, negative coaching. There was always a positive reinforcement to it, and people will say that as a wussification, like you talked about. But I think this has made the game better, and I think it's going to keep the game around longer than if it hadn't changed.
And I think you're unequivocally, and it couldn't be say any better, with lacrosse now open up as a TSSAA sport next year with wrestling.
And we've seen declining
numbers.
And even with the changes, there's declining participation in youth football.
Yep, esports going up. So like I'm saying, they had to do something. I think they made the right decisions, and I think that they're going to be all right, and we're going to have sports forever, and it's the greatest game in the world, so I'm glad. Now, speaking of greatness, I've always told y'all that I have the best people that I work with. I have the best sponsors. Y'all know about Bill, 901-406-1101. Y'all know about Memphis Farmers and Chad Gatlin, auto, home, life, business. You got to think about him. And you also know if you need CBD, it is your CBD store. I'm telling you, these people are so crucial. But I wanted to remind you, another person right now who's sponsoring me big time today is Top Gun, and I'm out at 2770 Whitten Road. I'm out here, and I'm telling you right now, this is the only place that you can come to and go full auto. This is a full automatic range. This is also a place you can go out there and get all the classes and certification. They are called Top Gun for a reason because they have the best coaches. They believe in safety. They have the best instructors. It is absolutely awesome. It is fun, adult entertainment. Plus, they have Ferguson's barbecue, which is absolutely delicious. I'm telling you, come on out here, sign a little something, say what's up to me, get 30 minutes free inside the range. I got that right here. Just come say what's up and fill out, sign up over there. We're giving away 3 tickets and some parking passes. Memphis, Tulane, How You Like Me Now. I'm drawing those in, 20, 30 minutes. So you better hurry on up. That's right, 2770 Whitten Road. Now, I'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, so whatever you do, don't you dare touch that dial. This is Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7 FM.
Sports Time with Rollo and Stats. Every weekday afternoon from 3 till 6. Right here on Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7.
One thing I really admire about Central Barbecue is their commitment to quality.
Then why do they let you do their commercials?
I'm talking about their food. Everything is prepared with devotion to taking the time and effort to create perfect barbecue.
Oh, I know. That's exactly why I was wondering why...
They're not kidding with that slow-smoked Memphis-style slogan. They smoke their pork for 14 hours. Do they have to? They do if they want to be the best barbecue in Memphis, and they are.
And yet they let you just throw together...
There's nothing better than Central Barbecue because they care.
Except apparently about their radio ads.
Upgrade your commute with Audible. Get 100% ad-free listening anytime, anywhere with the Audible app. Be inspired by Mel Robbins' Take Control of Your Life, Malcolm Gladwell's Talking to Strangers, and Rachel Hollis's Girl Stop Apologizing. Or listen to Stephen King's latest thriller, The Institute, on your commute. Use the app to hear an amazing story or learn something new, and let Audible give you the edge. Download the Audible app, start a free 30-day trial, and your first audiobook is on us.
You have to be up in 5 hours. 2 hours. 6 minutes, and you haven't slept a wink. ZzzQuil Pure Z's is a drug-free blend of botanicals with an optimal dose of melatonin, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake with no next-day grogginess. So tonight, try new ZzzQuil Pure Z's from the sleep experts at Vicks ZzzQuil.
Your Memphis Tigers football team is back in action on Saturday, October 19th against AAC foe Tulane. This is a big game in the race for AAC dominance, and a loud and proud Memphis home crowd is necessary. Single game tickets start at just $20 and are available today at GoTigersGo.com. Come out and see one of the nation's most exciting teams. Memphis versus Tulane on Saturday, October 19th at 6 p.m. Sponsored by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee. Stripe up.
Hi, folks. Good news for bargain hunters and bandits from the Chevy Sheriff in Collierville. Sunrise Chevy has over 500 Chevys and used cars in stock just in time for the Sunrise Low Price Rodeo. Factory rebates up to $5,000, Sunrise discounts high as $8,000, and don't forget, Sunrise specializes in secondary financing. Need a good body shop? Bring it to Sunrise. We work on all makes and models. Remember, you can bring your Chevy to Sunrise for service no matter where you bought. Buy American and buy from Sunrise. There's always a sale at the Sunrise Chevy Ranch. Find new roads to 385 in Houston, Levy, and Collierville. Chevys cost less at Sunrise, partner.
Got something you want to get off your chest?
You better have a backup plan.
Want to join the conversation?
Someone needs to tell him he has to grow up.
Join us on the First Bank phone lines at 360-8255 or the First Bank text line at 67129. Now back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
Kick it over here.
This hour is brought to you by your CBD store, your one-stop for all your natural, organic, and non-GMO CBD products, where good health hits home. Here's Johnny Radio himself, John Harden.
Mike's hot.
What is up? What is up? Welcome back into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. Y'all know where I'm at. I'm at Top Gun at 2770. That's right, Whitten. You know why you want to come out here? Because that's where the best people on planet Earth are. And I'm talking about the best instructors, the best and only place you can go and go full auto. Plus, they're the most economically friendly. And I'm telling you right, when I say this, just remember what I said because y'all know I know this. This is the most fun you can have with your clothes on, baby. And I promise you, it's also a lot cheaper. Head on out here to Top Gun. You will love this place. And their instructors like my man Will Dugan. He's got classes out here. They're only $75. Get certified, get legal, and then get you a membership for $1 a day. As cheap as $1 a day. $29.95 for a monthly membership. Or you can... Like, that's dirt cheap, Will. And you know that.
A whole $1 a day.
Wowzers.
In whole American dollar.
Man, and I'm telling you, the other thing is not only that is your targets only cost $1. So if you need a new target, bing, bang, boom, done. Plus, if you come out and see us today, we're going to even give you a 30 minutes for free at the range. That's how much we love you. That's called love, man. You just come in here and say, John, where you at? See me. I'm going to give you 30 minutes to go in there, hang out with my man Will, learn how to shoot. And that's the key out here. They want you to feel safe. They want you to actually be safe and learn how to be safe and actually become a better shooter. And Will tell you a little bit more about that. How do you make somebody a better shooter? What is some of the first? I know you can't. You got to bring people out. I know you don't want to give away all your secrets.
I got you.
Right
Well,
now.
the big thing is you got to work on their fundamentals.
Fundamentals.
So many folks like me and my cousins and family, you learned to shoot because you went out to the range. I had a range in my backyard growing up, and until I actually got a coach who knew what he was doing, who could then tell me how to fix my problems, I didn't grow as a shooter. And I might have been the best amongst my buddies, but I didn't really.
But you had gotten to a certain point and you couldn't get any better. You were right there.
I plateaued out, and my exposure level was low. I didn't know what real shooting was. I had never been exposed to guys like Shaw at 14, 15 years old. I didn't even know what real shooting looked like. So when I finally got real coaches and guys who could actually teach me how to improve my grip, my stance, my trigger, all my fundamentals, I just took off with it, and it got to where I was beyond okay.
That's very, 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 very honest and fascinating. Now, how old were you when you finally had that epiphany that you had to actually get an instructor and take that next step?
I was in my late teens and early 20s.
Oh, so you were actually younger than most then when you finally figured it out.
Well, I got lucky. I kind of fell into the right group of guys and kind of got noticed and recognized. And the chief instructor there said, hey, let's make you better. He saw a little talent and said, let's take that talent and
let's fine-tune it.
Let's make it better.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and trust me, I know many
it's
of
no
baseball
different than
coaches,
it's baseball,
football
it's
coaches,
basketball,
golf, taking that swing, man. There's like Ted Butler over at golfing games can literally you see the little talent in you.
Right.
He teaches you how to swing, and it's amazing how much your game changes immensely. And that's what happens if you come out here to Top Gun. You think you're a good shooter, or you think that you're not even a good shooter and you want to become a better shooter. Well, that's why you come out to the best. Top Gun at 2770 Whitten Road. It's not just a place where you walk in and you don't even feel like it's almost a range. It doesn't have that range feel, to be honest with you.
No.
You got a restaurant over here, Ferguson's, with some great, unbelievable barbecue and the best. I'm sorry, those little skillets are my favorite.
Well, ranges are often filled with grumpy old men.
Yes.
You've ever been to a range? It's just filled with grumpy old dudes, and we're trying to not be grumpy old dudes.
No.
We want to greet you at the door. We want everybody
I love
to
that.
feel,
Yeah, every
we
time
want you to
somebody
feel
walks
welcome.
in.
Regardless as to your skill level, we don't care about that. What I want to be able to do is make you better. To make you, and again, I've dealt with master class shooters. I've dealt with some of the best shooters in the world, and I've dealt with folks have never touched a gun before in their lives. And my goal, regardless as to where they are, is to make them better.
So did you hear what he just said? No matter where you are at your life when it comes to shooting, if you want to improve, you don't even have to worry about anything. You just have to worry about getting to 2770 Whitten Road at Top Gun. Come out here Monday through Saturday, 10 to 8, and then on Sunday, you're open still 10 to 6. 7 days a week, they're rocking and firing out here. Plus, barbecue, it's cooking up every day. It's delicious. They got burgers. They got everything over there. So I'm telling you, Top Gun is top-notch. It is the best range ever and the only one that I know of at least anywhere around here, that is full auto. You can't get full auto anywhere else.
No full auto, no
right
real restaurants, all that stuff. And to folks that are new at this, we do not want you to feel stupid.
Nope.
We hear it it's a big complaint I hear about ranges is they treated me like I was a doofus. And we do not want that. We want you to feel like you're valued and you're wanted, because if I don't get new shooters in here, we do not keep this sport that I love desperately going. If we simply treat everybody that walks in the door like you see at so many other ranges, this sport will die.
That is a great point, and that's another thing is I've noticed when you walk in here, you have everything out in the display, absolutely beautiful. When a person walks in, you greet them and meet them. Are you here to shoot? Are you here to look at guns? Are you here for a class? Are you here for this? I mean, it's just, I love it. 2770 Whitten. Get out here to Top Gun. There's a reason it's Top Gun, because it literally is the best. Will, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I can't wait for all y'all out there who are listening to me to get on out here, take his class. You're going to learn a lot. And remember, his class to get legal only costs you $75. Be legal. Trust me, it will save you in the long run. And again, if you're looking for a rifle, if you're looking for a pistol, if you're looking for, heck, a motorcycle, I see. If you're looking for even some barbecue, stop on in. You're going to love it. And just stop on in today and go ahead and sign that box and win possibly 3 tickets to the Tigers and Tulane plus parking passes. And don't forget, we're giving out 30 minutes free of range time. So head on over here. Only a few minutes left. 2770 Whitten Road. I'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. This is Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7 FM.
Search Sports 56 on Facebook and give us a like. And follow us on Twitter at Sports 56 WHBQ.
You have to be up in 5 hours. 2 hours. 6 minutes, and you haven't slept a wink. ZzzQuil Pure Z's is a drug-free blend of botanicals with an optimal dose of melatonin, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake with no next-day grogginess. So tonight, try new ZzzQuil Pure Z's from the sleep experts at Vicks ZzzQuil.
At Jason's Deli, you can stuff yourself full of great deli food that's healthy, fresh, and best of all, it's not expensive. Jason's Deli is all about choice. Whether you're looking for a gluten-free menu, vegetarian sandwiches, healthy kids' meals, or if you'd like to invent your sandwich via the build-your-own selections, Jason's Deli has you covered. And they only use fresh, wholesome ingredients. Choose from the club and specialty sandwiches, paninis, wraps, soups, salads, pastas, and much more. I love the cleanliness in the restaurant, the hospitality, and of course the cost. They have a huge salad bar and great soups, including Southwest chicken chili, fire roasted tortilla, organic vegetable, tomato basil, and many, many more. And if you're planning an event, their catering department is fantastic and can handle any size party. Go check out Jason's Deli's 4 locations. On Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, that's my favorite, on Germantown Parkway in Cordova, at Poplar and Highland, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch.
Do you need a Bobcat loader or excavator for breaking concrete or landscaping? Williams Equipment and Supply is the largest equipment dealer and rental house in the Mid-South. Experience the pride Bobcat owners have in running the #1 brand of compact equipment. Let Williams Equipment put you in the seat of a new Bobcat loader or excavator today.
This is Sam Watson, your Memphis area Bobcat specialist. Call me at 901-326-6429 and let me help you get the equipment you need to get the job done.
If you've always thought, hey, I'd look pretty good in a Lexus, well, guess what? Lexus thinks so, too. Lexus is offering you the Golden Opportunity Sales Event. Great offers on all 2019 models and special lease options. Drive in luxury and confidence, knowing that every new Lexus comes with complimentary first and second maintenance services. Stop by Lexus of Memphis, 2600 Ridgeway, and put yourself in the driver's seat of an all-new 2019 flagship LS500. Hey, you look pretty good there. Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event at Lexus of Memphis. Experience amazing. Did you learn your ABCs when you were a kid? Well, as a grown-up, it's time to learn your CBDs, as in CBD edibles, oil tincture, pain cream, and beauty products. All found at your CBD store, with 3 locations: Poplar Avenue, North Germantown Parkway, and Goodman Road East. You'll find all natural, organic, and non-GMO products. Need to learn more? Your CBD store has a knowledgeable and friendly staff that can answer questions, help with choices, and put you at ease about your CBDs. Your CBD store, with 3 locations: Poplar Avenue, Cordova, and South Haven. Your CBD store, making it as easy for you as ABC CBD.
Now, back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
Kick it over here.
This hour is brought to you by your CBD store, your one-stop for all your natural, organic, and non-GMO CBD products, where good health hits home. Here's Johnny Radio himself, John Harden.
Shackles, ball and chain. Listen to the whistle of the
You're hot.
train.
What is up? What is up? Welcome back into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. I am feeling good. It's Friday. You should be feeling good too. Hopefully you've come by Top Gun at 2770 Whitten Road. Checked out everything they've got going on here. Everything from their barbecue to their classes to their auto firearm rentals. And think about this. Only place you can go full automatic, right? Right here. You got to drive 3 hours if you want to go full auto. Nope, you don't have to drive 3 hours. You can just drive to 2770 Whitten Road. Bing, bang, boom, you're done. Plus, don't forget, they got monthly memberships for as low as $1 a day. $1 a day. Are you kidding me? That's just crazy. But you know what time it is? It's time for me to do my favorite segment of the day, do a little bit of hardwood, give you some picks, and then I'm going to have to get out of here. Also going to draw for some tickets to, that's right, the Tigers and Tulane. But before I do that, I got to remind you, if you don't want to look like a Buddy or Drew, go to Frontier Western Store at 5880 Goodman Road. Why? Because they got the largest boot showroom on the planet. They got a ladies' boutique. They got clothes. It's getting cold outside. Go get you a new jacket. And again, don't forget, you don't have to always just drive out to 5880 Goodman Road. You can go online to frontierwesternstore.com right now. You can shop. There you go. You can shop by brand, sales item. It's just so simple. Frontier Western Store. They've been serving the Mid-South for over 50 years. They are the bomb diggity. And I think their new motto should be, you don't want to look buddy, come and see us at Frontier Western Store. Let's go to Hardwood.
This is Access Hardwood.
Oh, my goodness. Now, it is a Friday. AB's not in the news, is he? Hey, by the way, Gabe, you got any AB news? No, I guess not. But guess what I do have? It sounds
Wait, some
weird.
what? Some what news?
I said there's no AB news this Friday.
Oh, I don't think we do have any.
Isn't that kind of weird?
Do you have any?
No,
yeah,
really.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all week he's sort of been.
He's been on Twitter like an idiot.
Yeah, and he's been
attention.
but he's been running routes against like these unathletic white boys and stuff.
High school kids, yes. I've been
making himself
it.
look good.
Yeah, it's been hilarious. Shooting out tweets. Yeah, it's been kind of, what is it? Tanya Ray, I think, for Fox or something, who's been making fun of him. It's been hilarious. But the reason I kind of brought out, you seen any AB or whatever, because I'm trying to like kind of go joking around, kind of going old school. Because if you're actually watching football, you're watching people like Deebo Samuel. That's right, he's actually playing football for the 49ers. But get this. Did you hear what Deebo said? And do you know what Deebo I'm talking about? The original Fridays
Of
Deebo?
course I know Deebo. Deebo probably accepted because Deebo Samuel, I mean, that's his real name, right?
Yes.
I'm assuming the real Deebo, that's not his name, right? Like, he's an actor.
No, you know what? I think his real name is Deebo. Or actually, you know what? All I know is he said, yo, this is Deebo from Friday, and I'm giving you my blessing to Deebo Samuels of the 49ers.
I wouldn't want to cross Deebo from Friday. Or honestly, or Deebo Samuel.
No, me neither, yeah, because tackling Deebo in the open field just seems like something that would be a bleep. If this guy ever grabbed one and took off running, and then also, think about it, he could also cover you, he could do anything. Deebo's got that kind of mad skill where he can run. It just seems like a basic, bad, you-know-what, almost anything he does. I like Deebo Samuels. We'll see what he does. Yeah. He was, by the way, if people didn't know it, he was a second-round pick of the 49ers.
I liked that pick when they took him, too.
And he's a wide receiver that can do it all. And, again, when you get him in the open field, he is hard to tackle.
They finally got Adam Silver to speak up on the China stuff.
Oh, I can't wait to hear about this. But I do also want to remind you, as good as a wide receiver is, They also said that Debo's one of those guys back in the day. He kind of liked the old school football. He would light you up like a Christmas tree. So I think Debo and a Debo fight would actually, a young Debo and a today Debo.
Well, Craig beat
fair.
Debo. Craig beat the other Debo.
Yes, you're right. Craig did. He
Ice
knocked him
Cube was out there.
Oh my gosh,
He knocked him out.
I didn't
man.
think about that.
He
Craig
did use a trash can though, so it's like.
Yeah, you're right. He did.
Yeah,
But anyway, I'm sorry.
Whatever. It's a fight. Fight's a fight.
A fight's a fight. But now, what were you saying now? Did you say Adam Silver said something?
Adam Silver has commented.
Please tell me you're joking.
And I think the first thing that he came out and said here was that he has not. There's been no apologies to the Chinese government over Daryl Morey's comments, and that's something that I think a lot of people in this country appreciate. But then what he did say after is he said, "I'd hate to see this whole relationship with that country end over this incident." When he was asked specifically if he would be open to going back to China to play more NBA exhibition games next year, he said nothing is off the table. He said, "We do need to reset with the Chinese government, and everybody has to establish the rules of the road, what they are going to be going forward." And he says there's nothing. He actually does appreciate the country's response to how Daryl Morey's comments. But he did come out and said that there was no apologies. There was zero apologies to the Chinese government.
Good job. Not bad. Thank you, Adam. Now, I'm going to give him a good job. Can I give this person a damn I love you, you a big softy, Shaquille O'Neal? I love this guy. Did you see what he did?
No.
Okay.
I actually did.
Now,
he does a lot of stuff.
Do you know how he does do a lot of stuff, so it is hard to keep up. But you know how, like I was telling you about that story about Warwick Dunn and all the houses that he's got?
Oh, yeah. Deshaun Watson was involved in that program.
Yeah, and Deshaun got a house from Warwick and yada yada, and who knows where he'd be without Warwick Dunn's heart. Well, everybody knows about the horrible nightmare that happened to that 12-year-old boy who was paralyzed in that random shooting. His name was Isaiah Payton. He was 12 years old. He was struck in the spine by a stray bullet. It's horrible. He was just leaving a high school football game in Atlanta on August 17th, and he is paralyzed from the chest down. I'm sure I know a little bit about what's going on with being paralyzed. I don't know with me being paralyzed, but my friend Sean, hope you're listening. Love you, Sean. But what I'm saying is it's a very big life-altering event for not just the person, but the entire family and their friends. But Shaq, he stepped in, and what he did was he paid for the hospital bills. He also bought they lived in a one-bedroom apartment that wasn't even close to equipped for a kid with special needs. So Shaq steps in and not only takes care of business, he gets the kid a house, fully furnished, TV, paid her rent for a year, to help the woman get on her feet, got them a house. It's wheelchair accessible, and it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's awesome. And again, Shaq doesn't have to do things like this. Shaq's a big softy. Shaq wasn't trying to get noticed either. I'm sure a lot of people probably got a little annoyed that people found out about it. But again, Shaq is just a really nice guy. And for him to do this for this family just shows we need more people like him. And we need more stories like this. And Raider Corey tweeted this out earlier, and that's how I noticed it. And thank you, Raider Corey. I appreciate it. I agree with you. We do need a lot more positive stories because positive stories are just straight up awesome. Now, I want to stay on positive stories, but I can't because Dennis Rodman's back in the news and it's Friday.
He's smacking people, too.
Dude, come on. Just because you met Kim Jong-un doesn't mean you are Kim Jong-un. Does he think that now he's he's a dictator in the United States or something? Or does he really believe he's working for the CIA or something?
Dennis Rodman has the weirdest personality in this country.
Dude, he's nuts.
It's so weird. He's robbing people. I know he probably has money. Now he's slapping people. He needs to get right, man.
Dude, by the way,
you would think with age, usually you mature, but it's like he has not done anything to mature. He continually gets worse, it seems.
No. And by the way, can I just tell you the funniest part of this whole story? Because when I saw this, I almost fell over. Did you hear about how the cops were looking for David Lee Roth to talk to him about this, the slapping of the man?
No, I did not see that.
Yeah, because, 30-year-old Jeff Salukali or whatever. He got struck by Rodman at the Buddha Sky Bar. By the way, it's the Buddha Sky Bar. Like, it sounds like a bar that's supposed to be about peace, and you're smacking homies. You know?
Come on.
Oh, but anyway.
Dennis, man. Dennis cannot. He can't stay out of it.
No, he can't. But the funniest part for me is, though, I literally was thinking Van Halen. Like, oh, my God, he's hanging out with Van Halen's David Lee Roth. No, he was hanging out with another dude whose literal name was David Lee Roth. And no, he wasn't the singer of Van Halen. So, again, that just makes things, to me, absolutely hilarious. Now, that's awesome. Before I do pull out the winners and say everything's great, I want to ask this last question to Gabe. Will Cam Newton be the starter ever again for the Carolina Panthers?
Man, I wouldn't bet against him, just like Greg Olson said. I would not bet against him.
You didn't even need a chaser on that one, did you?
Of course I didn't. It ain't straight no chaser. It's hardwood, man.
I know, I just was messing with you, but you didn't need jack. Now, I do have to tell you the one thing that I'm about to do. Are you ready to rock? Are you ready to fire? I got 3 people's names. Now, according to, I think, the bosses here, I have 2 tickets, 3 pair of tickets, 3 parking passes. I got 3 names, and they are Jimmy Griffin. He gets a pair of tickets and a parking pass. I also have Lisa Reed. You win tickets and a parking pass. And I have my man, Glenn. Don't get hurt. Come on out here and check it out, because you also now have a pass. Everybody, I am going to call you if you don't know it, but you are going to pick them up at 2770. That's right, at Top Gun on Whitten Road. That's 2770 Whitten Road at Top Gun, where Ferguson's Barbecue is, where everything that's awesome is. That's right, you're going to pick these up. That's Lisa Reed, Glenn Hurt, and my man Jimmy Griffin. And again, thank you to Top Gun. I mean, this was awesome. Thank you to Ferguson's Barbecue, my man Will Dugan. And I always got to say at the end of the week, thanks to my man Bill Bell, 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Bill at I Buy Houses, any house, any area, as is. You need cash in a flash, bing, bang, boom, I just sold your house. What you going to do? 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. You take Bill at I Buy Houses, bing, bang, boom, literally just sold your house. Now, again, you want to come out here to Top Gun because you can get memberships cheaper than $1 a day. You can also take classes to get legal for only $75 from my man Will Dugan. They are Top Gun for a reason, because they have elite instructors. They have the best instructors on planet Earth, and they're the only place you can go full auto, man. You can't go full auto anywhere else, brah. So listen, head on out here to Top Gun, and you will be one happy person. Now, I do have to also say, Gabe, don't disappear on me, because I need your pick before I say goodbye to the people. I need to know who in the world do
it's
you
time
like.
for some picks, huh?
It is time
what
for
you
some
got?
picks.
What you got? I want you to start.
All right, I'm going to start with the very first one, and y'all are going to think I'm crazy because I'm going to go against a guy, but I have been saying this all week long. I am sorry. I am buying the Tannehill Gold. The dude, I'm going to listen. The Titans missed 4 field goals. They got rid of him, okay? Santos, no mos. You know what I'm saying? Gone. They got a guy who can make a field goal. But not only do they have a guy that can make a field goal, they now, I think, have a quarterback who could throw a dead-gum touchdown pass. Like maybe push the ball down the field. I don't know. And Derrick Henry, the Chargers this year, outside of way Bosa played, and just absolutely, I can't remember who he destroyed that one night. It was just so nasty. He was everywhere. I just haven't seen this Charger defense do absolutely jack. You got a lot of injuries on both sides, to be honest with you, and I'm telling you right now, the line was opening at 1. Then the smart money came in. It was early on the week, and it was on the Titans. Public money starts coming in, and it's pouring in on the Chargers. So here's what I always say to myself. I usually like to go with smart money instead of the public. So I'm following the Titans. I know they're 2-4. They have to have this one. The Chargers are 2-4, but they stink. Let's just be real.
You know what? I'm a fan of that pick. I really think the Chargers they've had 2 weeks in a row where they get down big in the first half, and I just don't think that team is equipped right now.
I love it.
I just don't.
All right, we got one. We're taking the Chargers -2. I mean, Titans.
I'm going college football, and I'm going with an under here. I'm going with an under 68.5. Baylor and Oklahoma State. They're matching. They're going against each other. Baylor is undefeated. Oklahoma State, I believe, is 4-2 right now. But Oklahoma State, this is the reason I'm taking the under. A lot of people talk about Oklahoma State. Oh, wow, that's a very, very explosive offense. They're not this year. They have Chuba Hubbard. They run heavy, I think there's going to be a lot of running clocks, and I think both defenses are equipped to stop the opposing offenses. I just don't think there will be enough time to score 68.5 points. I'm taking the under there in Baylor and Oklahoma State.
I can't believe that because you know what? I like a Big 12 total as well, but I like the over 62.5. West Virginia against Oklahoma. You don't think that Oklahoma is going to put up 60 by themselves? And you know West Virginia.
And West Virginia's got some offense.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, dude, this is going to be last week against Texas. It was slow. They couldn't get going in the first half at all, could they? But what did the score finally finish? 34-27. That's right. They scored 61 points, Oklahoma, Texas. You think West Virginia, Oklahoma's not going to get over? It's going way over. Oklahoma, Kansas was 65. Oklahoma, Texas Tech. Guess what that was? 71. I'm telling you, they score a lot. They scored 84 against South Dakota. You know what I'm saying? Oklahoma,
how is that only at 62? That's a lovely line right there. That's a lovely total.
I'm going over in that one. You're going under. We got both good ones in the Big 12. Do you have anything else that you wanted to drop?
I have one that I think a lot of people agree. I think Lee agreed with me as well. Ooh. LSU minus 17.5.
I agree.
Here's my question. If Mississippi State gave Auburn 56 points, how many points is LSU going to score? Like, seriously, Joe Moorhead, he doesn't know what to do at QB. I don't think Mississippi State can score on LSU. I just don't see a way that Mississippi State can cover that 17.5 spread. I mean, seriously, I don't think Mississippi State is equipped to do so.
All right, you ready to hear my large line of the week that I like?
Let's go for it.
Wisconsin. Their defense is just dirty and nasty. I think they go for the third straight week in a row where they get a shutout. They shut out Kent. They shut out Michigan State. They're going to shut out Illinois. No good. They're going to shut them out. I love it. They're minus 31. They're going to score out the frame. Taylor's going to run like a madman. It's just going to be a really easy day. You know what I'm saying? When Cephas is having a good day, and it ain't even Bo Cephas, you know you're having a good day, right? Well, people, I got to tell you, get your tails out here to Top Gun. Why? There's so many reasons. You can get barbecue. You can go full auto. You can also take your class and get legal. But the one thing you will always do is you will always have adult fun at the very fairest prices. And this is the one thing I always feel comfortable to say. It's the most fun you're going to have with your clothes on. Come on out here to 2770 Whitten Road and get out here. And don't forget, the Platinum. You can shoot all month. You get gun rentals. You get, by the way, full auto rental, unlimited gun rental, unlimited guest pass, one per visit, reserve range time. You got everything. That's the Platinum. In the Gold, only $29 a month. That means you get all week. You can shoot every single day for $1 a day. And don't forget to come out here and see all these experts. It's Top Gun for a reason because they have the best instructors. You will always feel safe, and it's the only place. Heck, I can tell you for at least 3 hours that you can go full auto. I'll see y'all out at Top Gun. Have a great weekend, and whatever you do, get out there. Make this world a better place. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace.
It's time to change our ways so we can save the day for the children's sake and make a better place.